inside Finsbury Park, at the northern edge of London, as lorries and double-decker buses drive indifferently by, sit the only public baseball fields in the entire city.
What do your friends say when you tell them that you play baseball?
At first, it's all pretty weird. It's the teasing, oh, it's a different sport.
I go to English school, yeah, so no one knows what I'm talking about. They say, is that like cricket? And then I say no.
It's not that popular, but it's definitely growing. And with the inclusion of the London series, I feel like more people are going to be aware of the sport and start getting into it.
That is Major League Baseball's hope, too, when the Yankees and Red Sox bring their rivalry here for a 2-game series at London Stadium.
British people are quite hard to impress. So I think if they made a way for British people to see it and be like, oh yeah, that's cool, I'll do that. I want to be like that.
What would you have to do to make baseball cool?
I don't know, maybe spit less.
And yet, an affinity for Americana is as British as the rolling fields and the royal family. We gave them rock and roll, and they loved it. We gave them Meghan Markle, and they loved her. We've tried to give them baseball, and so far they, well...
How popular, then, is American baseball here in England?
Hardly at all.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how popular would you say American baseball is here in England?
2. Sorry.
Here in Leicester, Robert Coles is professor at De Montfort University's International Center for Sports History and Culture.
So we gave you all this music and culture, and yes, you took it, but you didn't take baseball.
No. Too late. Too late, guys. Cricket was our bat and ball game. English middle-class guys pretty much saw cricket as a reflection of the kind of guys they were. It was just too late for baseball.
But while it is our national pastime, it was not the wholly American invention of someone like, say, Abner Doubleday at Cooperstown, New York, as millions were once told and Major League Baseball itself once believed.
Baseball in Cooperstown, forget it. If baseball was founded anywhere, it was founded in England in the 1690s, and in North America played somewhat differently as early as the 1730s.
At least in part, baseball evolved from such British kids' games as stool ball. Pilgrims who came over on the Mayflower would play it in North America.
Stool ball is a game that goes back to perhaps the 13th century in England, where a ball would be thrown toward a home base, which was represented by an upturned maiden's milking stool.
Today, flashes of old-school baseball fever do exist back in the UK, as in Leicester, where the playing field comes with a stern warning.
How did you get this sweet throwback top you've got on?
How? The internet's a great thing. I'm a Padres fan and have been since I went to see the Padres play, so I've got to support them. Ever since I've supported them, they've been absolutely rubbish.
While the Leicester Blue Sox have mostly Brits on their roster,
nice.
The country's top team is largely powered by expats.
Today's going to be all about second efforts, right?
These are the London Mets, in this case, short for meteorites. Undefeated and looking to stay that way, versus their crosstown rivals, the London Capitals.
Hey, clutch up here, 2 out, drive something, go get yours, come on.
Manager Drew Spencer played at Dartmouth after a Southern California childhood.
Could you ever have imagined growing up in Glendale that you would be the manager of the top team in all of England?
Not at all. It's an absolute dream. It's a shock. I tell people sometimes, it's 10 years into coaching and I'm coaching the biggest club in the country. We're like the Yankees if it were of England.
You don't have the angle. I saw it as an obvious out. You don't have the angle. That is horrible.
What level would you say this team is on if we were back in the States?
We'd be a competitive D3 college team.
No one in England is paid to play baseball. These guys all have day jobs. Now it's the job of the Yanks and the Sox to try to ignite a passion for the game in England. the place where baseball's deepest roots can be found.
Just think of this, though. If you guys had stuck with us, it wouldn't be called baseball, it would be called stool ball. And instead of the Baseball World Series, you could have the Stool Ball World Series. How does that sound?